Greetings! This is the second part of video. The link to the first one is in the description. Let's dive into the history to the time of the Triumvirate and look at 8 ways you could meet your death in this empire. You are a sailor, and so is Pompey. You are a sailor who has spent your life at sea, transporting goods between Rome's provinces. Your life has been calm and predictable until politics intervenes. General Sextus Pompey, declared an outlaw, decides to impose a naval blockade. You are peacefully sailing toward your next port when a hostile ship appears on the horizon. Your life, once so stable, suddenly ends. You and your ship sink, becoming casualties of the great political struggle to which you had no connection. The betrayal of the Triumvirate. Proximity to power has always been dangerous, especially when you trust the wrong people. You are Mark Antony, one of the most powerful men in Rome, but your mistakes and your relationship with Cleopatra lead to tragedy. When Octavian exiles Lepidus and becomes the sole ruler of the West, you continue your ambitious plans in the East. However, your divorce from Octavian's sister strips you of your last ally, and now you stand alone against your enemy. After your legions are defeated, you return to Egypt, where you and Cleopatra agree to end your lives rather than fall into Octavian's hands. Your name will be erased from history, and all your achievements will be nullified. Why are we fighting this war? You are an ordinary soldier fighting for Mark Antony. Your commander is distracted by endless intrigues and wars in the East, while the Western world is already under Octavian's control. You wonder why you're involved in these pointless conflicts, but you have no choice. Tomorrow, you're being sent to Armenia for another battle, and you can only hope that you will survive and return home. However, deep down, you know that this conflict may be your last. The greatest day of your life. The greatest day of your life was when you became a Roman senator. You are proud of your status and connections, but political intrigues turn out to be more complicated than you expected. Your first steps in politics seem insignificant, but one day you shake the wrong hand or say the wrong words. As a result, your name appears on the proscription list, and the reward for your head becomes a temptation for those around you. You begin to fear your slaves, friends, and even your own family, realizing that any of them could betray you for their own gain. You believed in Brutus. You are a loyal supporter of Marcus Junius Brutus, convinced that killing Caesar was the right thing to do. You believe that Brutus can restore the Republic's ideals and join his legions in support. However, your hopes are dashed when Brutus's army is defeated by Octavian and Mark Antony. You realize that your cause is lost, and in despair, you decide to follow your leader's example, taking your own life after the defeat at the Second Battle of Philippi. Your death will be remembered as the tragic end of a noble yet doomed struggle. You're too wealthy. Wealth and power in Rome were often a deadly combination. You are a wealthy senator with substantial landholdings and influence. Your fortune makes you a target for the Triumvirate, who need funds to pay their legions. Even though you did not participate in the conspiracy against Caesar, your name appears on the proscription list simply because your riches can help fill the Roman treasury. Your luxurious villa and happy family cannot save you from the harsh realities of Roman politics. You shouldn't have killed Caesar. You were one of the conspirators who killed Caesar, hoping for the amnesty promised by the Senate. However, the triumvirate that seizes power reneges on its promise, and you find yourself in mortal danger. Soldiers surround your home, and you realize that you have become a victim of political revenge. Your involvement in Caesar's assassination was not a heroic act, but a fatal mistake for which you now must pay with your life. And you, Brutus? You are Marcus Junius Brutus, the most famous of Caesar's assassins. Your resolve to overthrow tyranny led to his death, but afterward, your life became a constant struggle for survival. At first, it seems that you might escape the consequences, but when Octavian and Mark Antony join forces, your position becomes untenable. You lose the fight for Rome, and in desperation, you decide to take your own life. Unlike some others involved, you are given an honorable burial, but your fate remains a reminder that even the noblest intentions can lead to tragedy. It's hard to imagine what it must have been like to live in such perilous and uncertain times as ancient Rome. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our future content. Thanks for watching.